In a world filled with noise and chaos, have you ever stopped to ponder the silent strength of those who seem unfazed by emotional turmoil? What happens when anger strikes, and how do some individuals transform it into a catalyst for growth rather than a downward spiral? Among those who navigate their emotions with an unparalleled resilience are Sigma females, those fiercely independent women who refuse to conform to societal expectations. This video explores the unique reactions of Sigma females to anger, unveiling their powerful coping mechanisms and the profound lessons they impart about emotional intelligence. Defiance of conventional personality types, Sigma females embody a spirit of independence and self-sufficiency that often sets them apart from traditional personality types. They thrive in their uniqueness, navigating the complexities of life on their terms. Unlike those who might seek validation through emotional outbursts or chaos, Sigma females remain steadfast in their composure. Their reactions to anger are not defined by societal norms. Instead, they operate from a place of self-awareness and understanding. This defiance raises a fundamental question. What drives Sigma females to react so differently? The answer lies in their intrinsic belief in their worth and capabilities. They recognize that anger can be a powerful emotion, but they choose not to let it define them. Instead, they leverage their independence to channel their emotions constructively, setting a powerful example of resilience for those around them. As Sigma females navigate the often turbulent waters of interpersonal relationships, their strength becomes a beacon for others. They remind us that emotional reactions do not need to follow a scripted narrative. Instead, we can redefine our responses based on our values and principles. This notion opens the door to a deeper exploration of how anger can be transformed into an opportunity for self-discovery and growth. Silent storm. When faced with anger, Sigma females often respond with a quiet storm, a silence that speaks volumes. This reaction is not a sign of weakness or submission. Rather, it is a powerful tool for introspection. In the midst of turmoil, they take a step back, allowing themselves the space to process their emotions without succumbing to impulsive reactions. Have you ever witnessed someone maintain their composure in the face of provocation? This silence is intentional. Sigma females understand that immediate reactions can cloud judgment and lead to regrettable outcomes. Instead, they use this time to analyze the situation, gathering their thoughts and insights. By refraining from immediate engagement, they allow their emotions to settle, enabling them to respond with clarity and purpose when the time is right. This approach can be perplexing to those who expect dramatic displays of emotion. For Sigma females, silence becomes a powerful form of communication, a means to assert their emotional intelligence. In a world that often equates noise with validity, their ability to remain quiet while processing their feelings challenges societal norms. This silent strength invites curiosity and prompts others to reconsider their own responses to conflict. So what can we learn from this silent storm? By embracing moments of quiet reflection in our own lives, we may uncover valuable insights about ourselves and the situations we face. Just as Sigma females use their silence to regain control, we too can harness the power of introspection to navigate our emotions with grace. Precision in communication. When Sigma females do choose to speak, their words are marked by a level of precision that commands attention. They do not engage in emotional outbursts. Rather, they articulate their thoughts with clarity and impact. This calculated approach to communication makes them formidable in arguments and discussions. Consider a scenario where a Sigma female addresses a conflict. Instead of resorting to shouting or personal attacks, she presents her perspective thoughtfully, outlining her points with logic and reason. This disarming approach often leaves others in awe as it challenges the conventional notion that anger must be expressed through chaos. But how can we cultivate such precision in our own communication? It begins with recognizing the importance of clarity in expressing our emotions. When we articulate our feelings without the clutter of unnecessary drama, we create an environment where constructive dialogue can thrive. Sigma females exemplify this principle, reminding us that words have the power to heal, resolve, and clarify. This leads us to a crucial question. How do we ensure that our communication reflects our true intentions? By taking the time to consider our words and their implications, we can foster deeper connections and navigate conflicts with integrity. Controlled chaos Sigma females possess an extraordinary ability to maintain emotional control, channeling their anger into strategic actions rather than letting it spiral into chaos. They understand that anger, while a natural response, can also be a double-edged sword. Instead of allowing it to cloud their judgment, they use it as a driving force to propel them toward their goals. This controlled chaos is a hallmark of their resilience. When faced with challenges, Sigma females do not shy away. They confront the situation head-on. Their anger becomes a catalyst for positive change, motivating them to take decisive action rather than succumbing to impulsivity. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by emotions, only to find that taking a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts changed your perspective? Sigma females exemplify this practice. By transforming anger into a productive force, they exemplify the power of emotional regulation, a skill that can be cultivated by anyone willing to invest in their personal growth. By recognizing that chaos can be harnessed, we learn a vital lesson. Our emotional responses do not have to dictate our actions. Instead, we can channel our feelings toward constructive outcomes, ultimately leading us to greater success and fulfillment. Laser focus, one of the remarkable traits of Sigma females, is their ability to maintain laser focus when anger strikes. Instead of getting sidetracked by irrelevant details or distractions, they hone in on the core issue at hand. This intense concentration allows them to tackle challenges with precision, making them adept problem solvers. Imagine a situation where a Sigma female is faced with a significant setback. Rather than becoming overwhelmed by the emotional fallout, she channels her anger into a clear plan of action. She identifies the root of the problem, formulates a strategy, and pursues her objectives with unwavering determination. This focused approach not only helps her navigate the current challenge, but also sets the stage for future successes. So how can we cultivate this laser focus in our own lives? It begins by recognizing the distractions that often derail us. By consciously eliminating unnecessary noise and prioritizing the tasks that truly matter, we can channel our energies more effectively. Sigma females remind us that clarity of purpose can be a powerful ally in overcoming adversity. As we explore this idea further, we must ask ourselves, what distractions do we need to eliminate to enhance our focus? By addressing these questions, we can create a roadmap for personal growth and achievement. The withdrawal effect, in contrast to seeking confrontation, Sigma females may opt to withdraw when faced with anger or conflict. This withdrawal is not a sign of weakness. Rather, it prompts introspection and reflection. By stepping back from a situation, they allow themselves the space to process their feelings and gain perspective. This raises an important question. How do we react when faced with conflict? Do we charge into battle, or do we take a moment to step back and assess the situation? Sigma females exemplify the latter approach, recognizing that sometimes silence speaks louder than words. This withdrawal effect serves a dual purpose. On one hand, it protects Sigma females from unnecessary drama and emotional turmoil. On the other hand, it encourages those around them to reflect on their actions and consider the impact of their behavior. In essence, this withdrawal creates an opportunity for growth, both for Sigma females and those who may have wronged them. As we contemplate the value of withdrawal, we must consider, how can we incorporate moments of retreat into our own lives? By allowing ourselves the grace to step back and reflect, we may find clarity and insight that can lead to more meaningful interactions. Unapologetically unafraid, Sigma females are unapologetically unafraid to stand firm in their values and principles. They do not shy away from difficult conversations or confrontations, embracing the challenge of asserting their beliefs. This unwavering stance is a testament to their strength and conviction. In a society that often pressures individuals to conform, Sigma females serve as powerful reminders that authenticity reigns supreme. They challenge us to examine our own willingness to speak our truths. Are we comfortable asserting ourselves, or do we shy away from confrontation to maintain the status quo? This leads to a crucial question: how can we cultivate the courage to stand firm in our beliefs? By exploring the values that resonate with us, we can build the confidence to express our thoughts and opinions unapologetically. Sigma females exemplify this journey, demonstrating that standing up for what we believe in can lead to profound personal growth. As we consider this idea further, we may ask ourselves, what principles are we willing to defend, and how can we do so with integrity and grace? Disarming logic when conflicts arise, Sigma females approach the situation with a disarming logic that often leaves others speechless. They possess the ability to dismantle accusations and present their case with clarity and rationale. This logical approach serves as a powerful tool in navigating challenging conversations. Imagine a scenario where a Sigma female is confronted with criticism. Rather than reacting defensively, she calmly articulates her perspective, relying on facts and reasoning to support her position. This logical discourse not only diffuses tension, but also elevates the conversation to a more productive level. How can we apply this principle in our own lives? By focusing on logic and reason rather than emotional responses, we can foster healthier discussions and resolutions. Sigma females remind us that the ability to communicate effectively, even in the face of conflict, can lead to greater understanding and collaboration. This leads us to ponder, how can we cultivate a more logical approach to our interactions? By embracing the power of reason, we may find that our conversations become more constructive and enriching. Emotional detachment, one of the remarkable traits of Sigma females, is their ability to detach emotionally from challenging situations. This emotional detachment does not imply a lack of feeling. Rather, it allows them to approach problems with clarity and objectivity. Consider the strength it takes to step back from overwhelming emotions. Sigma females exemplify this skill, enabling them to navigate conflicts without becoming consumed by feelings of anger or frustration. Instead, they analyze the situation with a clear head, facilitating more effective decision-making. So, how can we cultivate emotional detachment in our own lives? It begins with recognizing when our emotions threaten to cloud our judgment. By taking a step back and assessing the situation objectively, we can foster a more balanced approach to conflict resolution. As we explore this concept further, we must ask ourselves, what strategies can we implement to detach from overwhelming emotions? By identifying these strategies, we can enhance our emotional resilience and navigate challenges with greater ease. Calculated revenge when wronged, Sigma females prefer to plan their response carefully rather than indulging in petty revenge. They seek justice and closure, using their experiences to inform their actions moving forward. This calculated approach allows them to address grievances without compromising their values. Imagine a Sigma female who has faced betrayal. Instead of lashing out impulsively, she takes the time to assess the situation and formulate a thoughtful response. This strategy not only empowers her, but also reinforces her commitment to acting with integrity. This raises a compelling question. How do we handle situations where we feel wronged? By embracing a calculated approach to our responses, we can avoid unnecessary drama and maintain our sense of self-respect. As we contemplate this idea further, we may ask ourselves, what steps can we take to ensure our reactions align with our values? By considering our responses carefully, we can navigate conflicts with purpose and intention. Quiet triumph. Ultimately, Sigma females achieve victory through their actions and personal growth, rather than through displays of anger or seeking validation from others. Their quiet triumph speaks volumes, showcasing their strength and resilience in the face of adversity. This concept invites us to reflect on our own definitions of success. Are we driven by external validation, or do we find fulfillment in our personal achievements? Sigma females exemplify the latter, reminding us that true victory lies in our ability to rise above challenges and continue on our paths. As we ponder this idea, we must consider, how do we define our own victories? By recognizing that success is not always loud or ostentatious, we can embrace our individual journeys and celebrate our quiet triumphs. In conclusion, the unique reactions of Sigma females to anger provide profound insights into emotional intelligence and resilience. From their defiance of conventional personality types to their quiet triumphs, Sigma females demonstrate that anger can be harnessed as a tool for growth rather than a weapon of destruction. As we navigate our own emotional landscapes, let us draw inspiration from their strength and embrace the lessons they impart.